What's up YouTube, Redbeard's Garage, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to continue the build on my performance grandpa scooter. Alright, so I welded a little tab on for the plastic to bolt down onto. I don't know if you could see it really well, but the original plastics will set perfectly down on there and bolt down to that little tab right there. I don't want to leave it too long because it is hot. So I've trimmed this all out. I may need to cut a little bit more off this to give the engine a little bit of room to slide forward and back. But for the most part, this is done. I just tacked the brake caliper mount on, and now I need to do a little kicker for it for strength. Once I get this cut, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I still need to weld everything underneath. So we need to pull this off, flip it upside down, weld everything. I'm just trying to get everything tacked in place, and then we'll be good. Next, we're going to start working on the front end, getting that steering all situated. so I got the front end all stiffened up. I put those, as you see me put those bars on the bottom there. So this should be strong enough. Before, I mean, I knew these little tabs wasn't going to be strong enough to hold it. They was flexing like crazy. So now that's all done. I'm wanting to show you how these two go together. I thought it was pretty sweet how this comes apart like this. So basically, you roll the engine section, you hook that bottom hook on each side, and then when you close it down, this latches, and that thing is solid. There's no way it's going to break that thick metal, but that's awesome to me because we can put it, maybe later on we can do a different engine section. Not sure. I just thought that was pretty neat. I could weld this as a one piece, but I don't see the need in it. I think it's cool coming apart like that. So now we're going to put the front tires on. We need to make the tie rod links, and then you see me weld this earlier. This is what this is for. It'll slide right in here, and I can put a bolt through it, and then I have a tie rod in, or link to hook the tie rods to. So that's pretty neat. So now we got to put this on, and then like I said, make some tie rods, then run cables and put the motor on. She'll be ready to ride. It looks awesome. I'm pretty excited about it. I do on these brake mounts, that's what I was welding earlier, was these gussets from Go Power Sports. I do think I may need to put a cross brace inside just to keep it from vibrating. I think it's definitely going to be strong enough, but like I said, I don't want it twisting any. So I'm going to put a piece of solid rod stock in there. But I like it all. And I do need to put collars on each side of the rotor as well as the sprocket. But I'm waiting to put the engine on before I do all that. So let's get these front wheels put on, and hopefully be riding this thing soon. Going with 2 inches of spacing. And I actually stole these wheels because I'm waiting on another set of these to come in. I stole these off Street Go Kart 2.0. I've been stealing a lot of parts here lately. My go-karts hate me. And this place is a mess. Need a deep well to get that. And I highly doubt I need to get some deep well sockets. That's the only thing I'm missing in this garage. That sucks. Probably gonna go to the parts store and buy one because I use this all the time. Wow! Because parts stores buying sockets, that's not the place you want to go buy a tool because they're freaking expensive. I bet this socket's gonna cost me $10 for this one socket. We're gonna do a spacer, another spacer, so it's 2 inch. A washer, and that 2 inches should put it almost identical to the spacing on the back. We can measure it once everything's on. What was that, your Tinder account? And there we go. Now we need a deep well socket, and we can finish this front end up.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
So we're pretty close to riding this thing. I just need to put a couple of axle collars, one on each side of the sprocket, one on each side of the brake rotor, and then put chain and tension up the engine. Now, as you've seen, I got the dirt bike throttle all mounted up, as well as a bicycle handbrake. That's what we're going to use, a left-hand handbrake. And I have the throttle cable ran just laying willy-nilly. I'm actually going to have to pull everything back apart to adjust the front end. I don't have my alignment exactly correct. And I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of trimming. I'm definitely going to have to do it. So these tie rods will swing in and out. I'm probably just going to cut it a little further up here and then hump it up. But she looks awesome. I'm really digging this thing. Shouldn't take much more and we can ride it. So what we're going to do, the plan is to get this fully assembled once everything's done and do a nice ride in the video. Now once we ride this thing, I'm going to want to tear it down and paint everything. I'm going to paint all this red plastic, probably black. We're going to do this as a black and like Kawasaki green build. So just to mix it up, we do a lot of stuff red and black, so why not do it black and green? So, you know, you'll see this thing, us ride this thing and have fun on it, and then after a few weeks we'll tear it down and, you know, give it a real nice paint job. We're going to paint the frame in bed liner, just out of a rattle can. That stuff seems to hold up pretty well. I mean, it's not as strong, of course, as if you had it bed lined, but do the frame black bed liner, then do the plastics black with green accents. And I am waiting on a few little special things for it. I'm putting an RPM gauge where the battery gauge is up there in the nose piece, and I'm going to put some headlights on it, but they won't be hooked up until we go electric start. We are going to put electric start engine on this, a power land electric start most likely, just because it's going to be a lot nicer having an electric start push button on the front of it. But yeah, this thing's turned out to be pretty awesome. I like it. I don't know how it's going to handle, but it looks freaking sweet, that's for sure. This thing is turning out awesome. I can't wait to ride this thing. It definitely is going to need some wheelie bars on this puppy because we are running a torque converter. At first I thought we could only run a clutch, but that was before we had anything built. We can run a torque converter, and we're definitely going to. So she's going to want to stand up on us. We geared it at a 4.8 to 1. We may change that later. That should give us around a 50 mile an hour top end, 55 maybe. But it's going to be torquey, that's for sure. A lot of people saying I'm copying Colin, I think his Fruse is his last name. I've watched him for a long time. It inspired me to build one of these years ago when I seen his video. So we're definitely not copying him. We're doing a completely different style build. You know, he kept it all original looking, and I'm doing the modified look with the big slicks and everything. I think Colin himself would be happy about me building this. But this thing, the engine on it, we did a billet flywheel. We haven't done a billet rod. This engine's eventually going to go on something else, and we're going to put one of those Powerland electric start engines on it. So I didn't want to really take the time and put a billet rod in it right now. We'll do that at a later date when we put this engine on something else. We are running a Mikuni on this, as well as 18-pound valve springs and no governor. And that's pretty much it. She should be pretty quick though. I'm excited to see how it's going to steer. I put 15 degrees of caster on the front tires, so that means when, you know, I turn to the left, it's going to pick up the rear left tire a little bit to help with it taking a curve. That almost, you know, makes it like you have a differential, but that's an old racing go-kart trick. So guys, let me know what you think of this build in the comment section below. It's definitely turning out awesome. Always go to Go Power Sports and use that discount code REDBEARD to save 10% on all your go-kart and scooter needs. Everything we use on this thing came from them, so definitely go help them out, and it helps us out when you use that discount code. Go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, where we're putting pictures of this stuff. You would have seen, of course, this build happening before it came out on the channel. You can stay up to date with us. You can send us messages, ask us questions, and you can get your questions answered on there. We do have merch for sale. We got stickers, hats, and shirts. We are adding more stuff to the store very soon, so definitely check that site out. That's rbgkarts.com. We're going to have some awesome shirts and stickers coming up, so stay tuned for that. We're going to change up the look a little bit and get something fresh on the store. The Go-Kart Alley Kickstart is almost over, so make sure to go check it out if you liked Little Red 2.0. That's an awesome frame and a good deal if you ask me for a brand new frame. $600. It's actually $450 and $150 shipping, so go check them out. Help that Kickstarter out because it would be awesome to see these frames back on the market again. I think they haven't been out since the maybe late 70s, so it'd be pretty sweet to see people doing some crazy builds on these frames. Like I said, guys, let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and like these videos. Share them if you can on your social media to help us grow even bigger. We're going to do huge builds eventually. We just need to build up to that. And also at 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a go-kart. I don't know if I'm going to custom build one or give away one that we already have. But just to give thanks back to you guys, check us out on our live streams. Usually on Saturday night, we give away parts all the time on there. So make sure to come hang out with us and ask us some questions. But guys, always come back to Redbeard's Garage. I'm out.